Did he say how he hurt his ankle?
Apparently he slipped or something. He was rather groggy from all the pain medication that the doctors had given him.
I wish he would have called me. I would have gone to the hospital to be with him. He must know that I'd be there for him if he needed me.
Well, Gwen, darling, there is one way you could be with him all the time.
I think I know where this is leading, Ivy.
Gwen, I have been more than patient. Now, I need to know when you and Ethan are planning to get married.
Ivy, I love your son more than anything in the world. But I think there's something stopping him from proposing.
And I hope you know that Ethan would never consider being with another woman. He would never do something like that to you. He's far too decent.
Ethan says the same thing.
Well, you can believe him. Now, let's see how the patient's doing. Poor thing's probably bored silly lying there all by himself.
Ethan! Oh, my poor baby. You wouldn't be having these terrible nightmares of the stalker if I were with you all the time.
Well, Teresa, why don't we leave these lovebirds to talk? About a wedding, perhaps?
Teresa, thank you for helping me. I would have been bored silly lying here unless you made me do some work.
I was just doing my job.
No, you went above and beyond the call of duty.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I'm afraid I scared Teresa by grabbing her like that. I should do something to make up for it. Maybe you could suggest something nice, Gwen. What is it? Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Really, it's silly.
Come on, Gwen, you can tell me. What's bothering you?
Well, Ethan, it was just seeing you in bed with Teresa.
You jealous of Teresa? Teresa is hardly a threat to you, darling. She means nothing to me.
That's not what it looked like, Ethan.
Gwen, it was a silly accident. And there could never be anything between me and Teresa.
Why? Because she's just a little plain? Sometimes the plain ones can surprise you, Ethan, when they let their hair down.
That's ridiculous. But Teresa is not my type. We come from two different worlds. And we don't have enough in common to last one date, let alone a lifetime.
Ooh. How's your ankle?
Yeah, it's still pretty sore.
Oh, then you should get back to bed.
Not unless you join me. Hey, now, that's no way to treat a man who's confined to his bed.
Oh, well, I'm sure Teresa would love to help you out.
You're still upset about what happened with Teresa? Gwen, she works for my mother, which means she works for me, too. There's nothing more to it.
Didn't you see the way she looked at you when you held her hand? She positively glowed.
All right, I'm sure she's crazy about me. I'm crazy about her.
You are?
Absolutely. If she hadn't helped me finish that report I've been working on for my father, I wouldn't have been able to spend the day with you, the woman I love.
You really are so arrogant, Ethan.
Me?
Yes, you. You think all you have to do is flatter me, offer me a declaration of your love, and I'm just going to fall into your arms?
Did it work?
Completely.
What?
Ethan, I would love to spend the whole day in bed with you, but I get the feeling we'll be interrupted. First by your mother coming in to check on your ankle, and then by Pilar coming up to bring Mr. Ethan his favorite hamburger. And then I'm sure Teresa will find some sort of excuse to come barging in here to ogle you.
Ogle me? I kind of like the sound of that. You know, but there is something about Teresa's eyes.
Like what?
Don't misunderstand me. I mean, her eyes are not as beautiful as yours. But every time I look at her eyes, I get the sense that there's something strangely familiar.
Well, I thought you decided that's because she looks like her mother, Pilar.
No, there's something more than that. It's in the back of my mind, and it keeps nagging me. I can't quite put my finger on it. But I will.